Welcome to the very first episode of the music show with no name. Welcome. This is Daniel. This is Dave from Acústico. Let it rip, boys. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Setting the internet on fire. Our first episode, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Acoustic, Daniel, Dave. Tell me a little bit about yourselves, guys. Daniel, I'm interested in things like when you first started playing the guitar, your first gig, stuff like that. Tell me a little bit about maybe when you first picked up the guitar.
Okay, cool. Sorry if I sound a bit out of breath right now, because I started really young. So my dad started teaching me guitar probably around the age of 5 or 6. So it's just been a big part of my life since I can remember, really. Yep.
And your first gig I read online was up in Queensland, and you were approached by a pretty big music manager back when you were a bit younger.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that. That was an interesting read I found online on you.
Yeah, thanks, mate. So as youngsters, we would play in Brisbane's Queen Street Mall, my brother and I, and we'd be busking there. And one of these days, we were approached by a manager who said, "Do you want to come and see? You heard of a guy named George Benson? You want to come down and see him play?"
He's played with Carlos Santana.
He's
Huge, right? Massive.
Oh, absolutely. And my dad sort of, he sort of fell over when he heard that, and so we packed our stuff up and headed on down. So we got to hear his sound check, and we thought that would be it. But he came over and hung out and played on our guitars, and I think we ripped out probably like the fastest boogie blues we could at that time. And he was such a lovely guy. Threw some cash to a guitar we'd been saving up for at the time as well. So we've tried to find that footage because some guy grabbed the stuff. So George, if you're out there, mate, and look up your concert from back in Brisbane, a couple of youngsters.
That's incredible. And Dave, tell us a little bit about when you first started playing the guitar and how that was for you, what age, how that felt to first start playing.
Felt pretty daunting, actually, because the first player that played the guitar in front of me was my stepdad, Dennis, and I just had this jaw-dropping, feeling of seeing a magician do a trick in front of me that was just spellbinding. And I just said, "Oh my God, you got to teach me what you just played." And I remember him saying all the way back then, just even as a youngster, he just said, "I'm not a teacher, I can't teach you."
What age was this?
I was about 10 years old. And so he put me in lessons, and that sort of started my journey. And, probably my first gig was with that first teacher playing in a recital at Coaldale Public School all the way down the south coast as a little youngster on stage playing with a whole bunch of people. But it's been a journey.
What about some of your main influences with the guitar? Who's influenced you, and maybe you as well, Daniel? Maybe Dave first.
Probably two of the biggest main influences in my entire sort of guitaring history would be Dimebag Darrell from Pantera and Vicente Amigo, Spanish flamenco guitarist.
Did you see their home videos, Pantera's home videos? Some of my favourite videos for any music band in the world. I lived on those videos as a kid. Love them. Yeah, I know Dimebag.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Got to meet Dimebag and also Vicente. Those players had a massive influence, and just being a part of that journey and taking guitar seriously and really studying that journey, and just couldn't get enough of it, and still can't, obviously, which is why we're here together.
What about you, Daniel? Do you have any major guitar influences that?
Yeah, I mean, too many to count. And I sort of every week it's a different. Mate, absolutely. Dave. Yeah, right on the money there. I guess, when I started off with classical, the guy that we would all look up to is Andre Segovia. Of course, as a youngster back in 14, 15, I just wanted to play like Slash, really. So that was kind of, and everything in between and outside of that. Yep.
And the switch to flamingo, when did that occur? Was that something in your 20s or teens, or what kind of grabbed you to move in that direction?
The switch to flamenco, well, I was taking quite a few lessons in classical, and I stumbled upon a great guitar teacher by the name of Andrew Vivers in Brisbane, and blew my mind. I thought, this is actually what I want to do. So I collected a bunch of techniques, but I never took it to a completely traditional sense, as Dave is much more, I say qualified flamenco guitarist. I just rip a few techniques, and but it's a super passionate and fiery, spirited, percussive, form. So yeah, it's great to dive into that, and there's a lot of tension there in that music often. So.
It seems to be a lot more technical. Like there's more finger work going on. Is that?
Absolutely. Like you've really got to have your all your right hand fingernails up as you know this. So. Yep.
Sorry.
No, I've been to the nail salon today, mate, just to get these kind of reinforced.
Look at those puppies.
Yeah.
They're amazing.
So with the flamenco style, it really, through your technique, gives you access to just almost be able to play any rhythm and any lead, and a blending of those techniques gives you access to a wider range of facility for the guitar, which is what really attracted to me. Like the first time I saw a flamenco player, I was like, oh my god, wow, is that just one guitarist playing all of that? I kept looking for like the band behind the curtain, or like the string quartet going on in the background that was the supporting role, but it was actually just all the hand.
All right, guys, I'm not going to hold you up. Let's keep ripping the internet in half. Welcome to the first episode of the music show with no name. Let's go, guys. Woo! Have we got? We're back. We're back. Guys, amazing. Absolutely amazing. I've been sitting back there just sweating with love for you guys. Thank you so much for coming. Acoustic, right? Acoustic. How'd that feel, guys?
Oh, awesome. Yeah, great space to get in here and just go for it. Helpful ever.
Yeah, love it. It's just a big,
Felt good?
it's a big conversation. It's a musical conversation.
Live from Sydney, guys. The music show with no name. First episode done. Do you guys want to take us out to a little tune?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, we'll see it out.
All right.
Thanks, guys. Thank you again, guys. Thanks so much. That was amazing. Thank you. Thanks, guys. That was our first episode, guys. Thanks for tuning in. The Music Show with No Name. We'll see you next week.